Hello, YouTubers. Dave out in Western Pennsylvania, USA. And in about a week and a half, I will be an emeritus at my university's campus. But I'll be continuing my research. What I want to show you here is the preparation of a combination separator, activated carbon padding, foam, which contains nickel plus 2 acetate hydrate in water, 1.3 grams of the nickel salt with 1.2 grams of Agar Agar, commercially available. Do not use agarose if you're preparing such a material here. Agar Agar. You can get this, for example, on Amazon. So this is heated up to about 95 degrees Celsius, and the water and the nickel plus 2 salt, and then the Agar Agar powder is added. Do not go above 95 Celsius, 95 Celsius. Stir well until homogeneous and pour into a glass container, or I have this plastic which works well. Now inside this container, this mold, will be the section of the activated carbon foam. And then when you get down to right above body temperature, let's say about 40, even warmer, 45 degrees Celsius, it's well known that the Agar Agar gel will form. And it will form even with the nickel plus 2 salt amount I'm using. Now, here's one other additive. I have in there 0.5 grams of glycerol as plasticizer. And that was in the water at the start with the nickel salt plasticizer. When I pour the hot solution into the mold, I turn the activated carbon felt over several times, and I use a fan brush from Artwork to brush uniformly on both sides, and then I'll wait for it to cool down. And the gel has already formed. This was done about 10 minutes ago. Now, I would not leave it exposed to the atmosphere, ambient conditions. I'm at about 20 degrees Celsius right now. I wouldn't leave it out overnight exposed because you don't want the dehydration of the gel. Now, of course, this is trial and error. But in about 15, 20 minutes, I will close this up. And then tomorrow, it will be sealed in a plastic sleeve, a holder. And I will not only close it, like a Jiffy bag, I would not only close it, but I would also use a curling iron. I use a Revlon, which I picked up in a local Goodwill store. I have a video on that, a prior video. It works well, and I do another sealing of the plastic because I really don't want the Agar Agar gel to form a chip or to totally dehydrate. And the glycerol, as well as being a plasticizer, is a humectant, so it should hold on to some of the water. And then I will use this pad, as I said, a separator and a source of the nickel plus 2 acetate hydrate electrolyte. I want to see how a pseudocapacitor will work. Now, a pseudocapacitor is a type of supercapacitor, but faradic reactions occur at the electrode. I will be testing out a graphite felt electrode with or without a small amount of nickel electroplated on the surface. And we'll study this by scanning electron microscope, which we have a new one coming in. So I will see how this performs. And what I like about it is I can fold this. It's flexible, on paper at least, until I've done it. I should be able to fold it up with the graphite felt electrodes and insert it into a C canister or D battery canister and then proceed to increase surface area by length. Now, the foam here that I'm using, which I got at Amazon, via Amazon, a vendor, is 7.1 millimeter thickness. 7.1 millimeter. And then I will try this out and see if I can do cycles of charge-discharge at about 1.2 volts. I'll try to proceed up and see if I can actually get to 1.5 volts with the glycerol there. And the nickel plus 2 acetate will even dissolve in glycerol without the water. But I want to see how this will perform. And we will put this in a new video when we get to the point of testing the setup for pseudocapacitance. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.